How's it going, everyone? My name's Aiden. Welcome back. Today's day 236 of posting back on this channel, back in the journey once again. Hope you all are having such a wonderful Monday today and another day in the week, of course. We are back. Got another 4 more days onto the weekend, so let's keep on pushing through and chugging along. But with that being said, today's message that I want to talk about is your future self is watching over. So do something that will make them proud. And before we get into today's message, I'll just talk about the day a little bit. Woke up this morning pretty exhausted. Good old 7 o'clock. Went to the gym, hit chest. Came home, was supposed to go on a run. Did not do that. Ended up sleeping for about 3 hours. And then had therapy. That went well and worked 5 to 11. I got home not too long ago and I'm just going to go to bed. I thought I was going to play video games tonight, but I'm just going to go to bed. I'm tired. Um, But yeah, sleeping is gonna be the only thing I look forward to. So back to today's video, you know, do things that your future self would be proud of you for. You know, your future self's always watching over you. Any decision that you make, any, whether it's big, whether it's small, you know, whether it's positive or negative, your future self is always watching over you because that's the person who you're going to be down the road. You know, I think something with trying to make your future self proud is looking at your past. Looking at your whole life pretty much. Ever since you had the ability to make decisions. Obviously, you don't have to sit there and think about every single decision you made in your life. But if you can, remember all the positive decisions that you made. Remember all the negative decisions that you made. And look at yourself now. Look at how much you've changed. You know, how much growth you have, done for yourself, how much you've evolved from, one version of yourself to the next. Maybe all the friends you had back then and now who you have now. You know, all of this kind of falls in the lines for a purpose. Not saying that everything is meant to be and everything happens for a reason, but it's all supposed to fall in a certain place. You're making yourself a new version each and every single day, and you don't even realize that. You don't realize it. But with all the challenges you've gone through, all the bad times you've suffered, you've taken them, make them into lessons, and make better choices for yourself today and your future. You know, honestly, also not even having to look at your past, but small decisions in your life right now. Go talk to that person that you've always wanted to talk to. You know, go and help somebody out just because. You know, go ahead and take a walk and learn more about nature. I mean, everything that you do in your life is one step in a direction. And, I feel like as you grow up more and more, you understand the difference between right and wrong, which is always good to make the right decision because those will benefit you in the long run for your future. That's something that your future self will very much so thank you for, you know? But not only be proud of yourself now, but be proud the fact that you're even going to make a future for yourself. The fact that you have an opportunity to be here right now and to look around and be like, I wake up every day knowing that I have, um, another day full of opportunities and risks and chances to do things that I want to do and things that, are going to make me successful. You know, do the right thing and do things that are going to make you happy. Maybe, you might be struggling with something. Break the urges. Fill in with things, that are smaller, but yet things that will, consume more time, that will have you surpass the urges. That's something that my future self will definitely thank myself for. Um, I struggle with a lot of urges that I give into, urges that I probably shouldn't be giving into. But I do it because, I think it's normal, it's natural, and at one point I would like to break them. So things that I've been doing is waking up, going to the gym, you know, posting on TikTok every day, posting on YouTube every day as best I can, and just making a reminder to myself, spreading the positive affirmations, just being more nicer to myself. Like, you realize, like, for your future, you want to make it better, right? So be more positive, not just to friends, to family, the teachers, the coworkers, to pets, to yourself. Because sure, everyone else is a person, but you are too. And you're just as valued as everyone else's lives are. You know, no matter if you're rich, no matter if you're poor, no matter if you're 6'7", no matter if you're 4'11", like, no matter the status of who you are as a person, you are valued. You know, you are still here on this earth to have a purpose, to have a life, to have a future. So do things for you, because of yourself, but also because you want to make your future self be proud of you. When you're down the road 10 years later from this day, you want to look back and be like, you know what, I'm really proud of myself that I did that for myself, because I thought I'd never be able to do that. Something also I think a lot of people kind of struggle with is social anxiety. Me working at Planet Fitness, I think I have had such a tough time, you know, breaking social anxiety. Like, when I see people at the bars I've seen all the time, yeah, I seem like super outgoing, but at work, I tend to get a little anxious because, it's new people I meet every day, new people I talk to. It's not always just the same people all the time. So I'm going to make my future self proud by breaking my social anxiety. And I look forward to that every single day. So do things, that are going to benefit you positively now and for your future, because you want your future self to be proud, you know? But with that being said, guys, I hope you all have such a great rest of the evening. And remember to take care of yourself. You deserve, you matter, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.